I wanted to ask you, first of all, what made you decide to become a business angel in the first place?
That's a great question. I had run two companies. I've been a serial entrepreneur all my life. I never worked for anybody else. I began my first company at the age of 15. And by the time I sold my second company, I decided it was time to give back. And so I began right away in 1993 investing in other small entrepreneurs.
And what would you say are the key factors needed to succeed as a business angel and as an entrepreneur seeking angel investment?
That is a great question. The first thing I would think is the willingness to wait and see that these investments often take as much as 10 years before you finally make money. I've been very lucky. I have 3 IPOs this year alone. And so I've had a very good run and a very high return over these years. But it took 10 years to begin to see those returns. So patience, I think, is the first thing that you'd have to have. Second, I think that it is being able to look at the entrepreneur and make that decision that we often talk about between the jockey and the horse. And in my opinion, the entrepreneur is more important than the business plan, because most of the time we see these business plans changing, morphing from what they originally were when they presented us to something quite different.
And Mr. Berkus, what are some of the most common mistakes made by entrepreneurs who have good ideas but are not able to attract investment?
The first, and I think the biggest one, is not looking at the marketplace. An idea can be wonderful, but the marketplace may be nowhere ready to accept it. And that's been one of the biggest problems with young entrepreneurs and new ideas. Or, secondarily, coming in with an idea without research and finding there were lots of competitors that the entrepreneur hadn't researched. One of those competitors, of course, is doing nothing. And so often we get an idea from an entrepreneur that says this will change the world when we see that there are many people unwilling to do anything at that moment in time.
Mr. Berkus, did you ever have a moment when you thought, I don't want to do this again?
That's an introspective question. I am 70 years old. It takes 10 years to make one of these mature. And the question is, do I want to wait till 80 for my next investment to mature? And the answer is yes. And so at this point, I haven't made a decision to slow down my investing. I have invested in 80 or maybe more than 80 deals at this point in time. And I'm very happy watching these deals.
And how do you see the immediate future for business angel investments? Do you see a move towards business angel syndicates, or how do you see it, Mr. Berkus?
As we found, we invest as individuals at Tech Coast Angels, and just this year we decided that we would raise a fund for the very first time because it's easier on the entrepreneurs, it's faster to invest, and we seem to be able to get a better decision if we are investing as a fund. So at this point in time, our group is doing both. We have a fund that invests and individuals also invest at the same time. That's a very good balance for us, and we're happy to see that happen. It makes the entrepreneur happy because they see a faster investment from the fund.